The Thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parx Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Danny Gibson and Dick Girardi here on the Parx Racing 3rd floor, bringing you all the latest in horse racing and news from around the country, and especially here at Parx. On today's show, Parx heads to Ohio at Mahoning Valley and makes some noise in the Youngstown Oaks in the Steel Valley Sprint. And we saw a Zenyatta-like performance in the Desi Arnaz at Del Mar with same trainer, John Sheriff. So a little history there.
Way last to way first.
Definitely an exciting performance, but we had some exciting local race here.
Yes,
we hope
we did.
Everyone's enjoying their holiday. If you're Bruce, you're having pumpkin pie
Yes,
a
you
la
are.
mode.
Yeah.
If you're me, you're having whipped cream and all your leftovers with it. How you having your pumpkin pie?
Nah, no pumpkin pie for me, but I'll eat lots of turkey and whatever else comes with it, Danny, because Thanksgiving only comes once a year.
Dick's eating Derby pie.
No derby pie. Only in Louisville do I eat derby pie.
Well, Parx had a great week, and let's talk about one of the races specifically.
Yep.
It was our 9th race from last Monday. This is for fillies and mares. They going 6.5 furlongs, $30,000 post, and our post-time favorite was Cartwheel.
Really, what looked to me like, Danny, when we handicapped it, a pretty wide open race, but the public settled on Cartwheel at 5-2, the 7-year-old mare, and going for her 9th lifetime win.
Best Intentions gets second choice there with Ruben and Jamie Ness teaming up.
Yeah, I'm shocked that Ruben and Jamie Ness would have gotten bet. That rarely happens. Now, I picked Live Aid, and I thought for a long time, as you'll watch, that I had a real chance here. Danny, I can't remember. Who did you pick?
Because I said 25 to 1.
Nice. I like that 25 to 1. But we'll have to see how we did, and we'll have to see how they did.
Exactly. Here's our call of our local race of the week.
On the front end, Vita Emmy going to try to take them all the way, being chased by Live Aid with some horse here. Tucked in on the rail is Excitable Lady. Vita Emmy on the front end. Vita Emmy being chased by Live Aid. Live Aid has command. Live Aid has taken control as they turn for home. Live Aid, Excitable Lady on the outside, chasing Live Aid. Here comes Excitable Lady. Live Aid digging in. Here comes Excitable Lady. Live Aid, Excitable Lady. Excitable Lady has taken command. Excitable Lady collars Live Aid. Here comes Cartwheel after a bad start. Cartwheel's making a big run up the track.
Cartwheel gets the win on the outside with 10-pound apprentice Camich De Jesus for owner-trainer Silvino Ramirez. That was an exciting finish there.
It was. Came from way back, and look, how is this horse possibly going to get there? But that's what Cartwheel does. It's interesting. Normally a speed horse, this time came from, dead last early in the race. Live Aid took the lead of the stretch. Danny, I thought I had a shot for John Kirby, then faded late, but Cartwheel, impressive winner.
My horse took third, 25 to 1, but
There
that
you
doesn't
go.
get me anything because I had her to win.
I like your style, though. We can't be betting to show around here. That's against the rules on Let's Go Race.
It is against the rules. You're all in or you're all out. Well, coming up, we are going to meet Jonathan Acasio, a jockey here on the scene, get to know him, and some exciting races from Mahoning Valley. We'll see how our Parx horses did. All this coming up on Let's Go Racing.
Knock her down, still there. Scaramouche now posts the thread on the outside.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parx Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parx Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parx Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parx Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parx Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
He's a winner. He's a champion. He's an icon. He's a legend. And now he's back in Pennsylvania. Smarty Jones, Kentucky Derby winner, Preakness Stakes winner, standing at Equistar in Annville, Pennsylvania. The quintessential Pennsylvania bred has returned. Smarty Jones is back home. Please call Rodney Eckenrode or visit EquistarTrainingAndBreeding.com.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. You know, it's always kind of neat to hear how people got in horse racing, especially being a jockey. It's a very hard skill. Not everyone's built for it. Not everyone has the heart for it. And Jonathan Ocasio came here as an apprentice rider in 2020, and I got to catch up with him a little bit. Here's more. We're here with jockey Jonathan Ocasio, who's really having a breakout year. We're going to get to know him a little bit better. You started riding here at Parks in 2020. Take us through, how did you even become a jockey?
Everything started with my father. He always worked with horses in Puerto Rico. And around 14, 15 years of my life, I started thinking about being a jockey. And then I started school in Puerto Rico, and there I am.
What was the school like? Did you know how to ride horses before you went to the school?
No, I never been on a horse before that. My first time on a horse was when I started school. First 6 months, we start getting on the horses, and then I start learning, and now we're here.
What has your dad taught you?
He always teach me. He don't was a jockey before, but he knows a lot because the years he have watching, and he always teach me how to ride. He teach me some points that we need to know, and yeah, he teach me a lot.
He was a big mentor. What brought you here to Philadelphia at Parks?
An agent called me. He contacted me there in Puerto Rico, and he told me to go here, and then I came here.
Yeah, Parks is a great location for jockeys because you have a lot of tracks around here. Tell us, do you remember your first win? What were you thinking?
Wow, my first win, I didn't know. Well, in Puerto Rico, my first win, I didn't know it's gonna be a winner. He surprised me, but it feels great. I always wish with that, and finally get it. I was very happy and thankful, and I was happy. Yeah.
So you've been here a few years now. You teamed up with agent Eric Puddle's dog. If you don't know him, we all our beloved dog. And recently you've been riding for trainer John Service. That has to give you so much confidence knowing that you're riding. Obviously, you appreciate working for any trainer, but that's a big vote of confidence. What's it like riding for a trainer like John Service?
It's a great feeling, you know. It's a big trainer, had the famous Smarty Jones. That's how I know him, and it feels pretty great. I feel confidence with his horses. I always know I got a chance to win with his horses, and yeah, I'm very thankful.
What does it feel to get the support of these big trainers that have such great records behind you right now?
It made me feel confidence by myself riding, and it feels good.
What are some of the jockeys that you look up to?
Ira Ortiz and Jose Ortiz are the biggest inspiration for me. Yeah. Especially Jose, he was here, and I like how he rides, and Ira too.
Yeah, definitely. What gets you up in the morning? It's not an easy business. You have to get up early. You have to watch your weight. What keeps you going?
Well, about the weight, I don't have much problem with that. But yeah, it's tough. But if you like it, you'll do it. This is my passion. I like to wake up in the morning, work with the horses. I feel connection with them. And if you do what you love, you will do it good. Yeah, I mean, it's just cool to hear. He said that having that connection with the horse gets him up in the morning. And, you know, learning from his dad, who was a groom, very involved with horses still back in Puerto Rico, obviously big mentors of him, sure. Irad and Jose. Yep. And, you know, it's really exciting to see him get in the barn of Freddie Velasquez and John Service. Yeah, that's where it is, right? You got to get in the barns where the horses that win are, and he's a good rider. Just give him a shot. Yeah, he's getting a lot of confidence. And he said it was really cool to hear, you know, he knew John Service because of Smarty Jones. Well, of course. Everybody knew John Service. Well, let's see how our Parks horses did out at Mahoning Valley in Ohio. We're going to start with the Youngstown Oaks. This is for 3-year-old fillies. 6 furlongs, $100,000 is the purse. And My Kentucky Girl is our favorite. Coming off a gigantic win at Keeneland last time, and an A other than allowance, standing at a 91 Beyer figure, 1/5. Now, if she can come back to that race, she's going to win. The question is, was that a one-off or not?
Well, Butch Reed's in the race, the number 9 Disco Ebo.
Yeah, this is Cassius King and LC Racing, Chuck Zachney, Glenn Bennett, and she's a really cool 3-year-old filly. She's closing on $250,000, and she's 4-1 second choice.
Here's the call to Youngstown Oaks.
You're So Silly inside of Diva Triva. Those two nose to nose. Disco Evo perched on their outside, racing third. Purity sits a close fourth in front of Girl with a Dream, who's now back in fifth. Gunfire Gal is 6 lengths off the lead. That's Very Wealthy racing in tandem with Taylor Reddy Chianti. My Kentucky Girl is last, and she's about a dozen lengths behind Diva Triva. Diva Triva in front, but Disco Ebo now attacks on the outside. You're So Silly's now back to third. Purity tries to rally on the far outside, top of the stretch. Disco Ebo, Diva Triva together. Diva Triva inside, Disco Ebo outside. Disco Ebo a short lead. My Kentucky Girl is rallying from off the pace. She's finishing with a flourish. Disco Ebo just in front with a 16th to go. She has now put Diva Triva away, and My Kentucky Girl may be too late here. Disco Ebo, Top Gun Irad back to back.
Butch Reed has done so well with these horses. He's bred the whole family. He's had the whole family in his barn. He said she's a very nice filly coming from the long line of horses out of Catarina Disco. He was really pleased with the ride that Irad gave. He called it incredible, easing her off the speed, come running at the end. Hebrew loved it. Outside post really helped as well.
Yeah, and it's also always nice when you're at Mahoning Valley and Irad Ortiz shows up to ride your horse. He's going to win another Eclipse Award this year and gave a great ride to win it with Disco Ebo.
Yeah, he's really closing in on that stakes number as well.
Yes, he is.
Well, here is the Steel Valley Sprint for 3-year-olds, 6 furlongs, $250,000. This is the marquee race on their card that day. 6 furlongs is the purse, and we send out the favorite, Scaramouche.
Last time we saw Scaramouche, Danny, on PA Derby Day when he was an impressive winner of the Gallant Bob with Johnny V that day, 9-1. Obviously not 9-1 today, coming off a graded stakes win at 6-5. And this is the race that Barron did everything but win last year in his great 3-year-old season.
Yeah, we love Scaramouche and those teal and black blinkers. I modeled my blinkers off them. Of course, they're red and white. Love those blinkers. And Tejano Twist is second choice, a Kentucky horse.
Yeah, Tejano Twist, nice form, a solid. Just hoping somehow that Scaramouche can come back to that Gallant Bob, Danny, because these are some fast 3-year-olds. You're going to have to run fast to win this race.
Well, here it is, a fast Steel Valley Sprint.
Real battle for the frontier. That's Kentucky Hot Brown and Golden Hornet together. Knock her down along the rail, racing third. Fast Jack's the Gray in fourth. Scaramouche is currently 3 deep, racing in fifth. It's Roger McQueen inside of Friar Lawrence. Volbeat's about 6 lengths off the lead. It's 5 further back to Hoist the Gold, and he's just in front now of Sheltouise Bali, and the trailer is Tejano Twist. He's 15 from the front running. Knock Her Down, who's taken over here. Knock Her Down in front. Golden Hornet and Fast Jack are there. Scaramouche begins to gain ground on the outside. Kentucky Hot Brown is there. Friar Lawrence is underway. Roger McQueen 4 lengths back. Tejano Twist has some momentum now. He swings to the far outside. He's now within 6. Knock Her Down still there. Scaramouche now poses the threat on the outside. Here comes Tejano Twist. He's rolling on the outside. 1/16 to go for Knock Her Down. He'll have to fight off Tejano Twist and Scaramouche. Knock Her Down with the lead. Here comes Tejano Twist. Tejano Twist. Got it!
Chris Landeris made that big move with Tejano Twist, and really proud of Scaramouche. I think he kind of ran his race, got a nice third.
I think he did run his race, Danny. I think it looked like he was going to win the thing, but Tejano Twist came from absolutely nowhere. And it's ran fast. I mean, these are all horses that can run high 90 buyers, and it's not like Scaramouche didn't. He ran back really to his Gallant Bob horses, just ran a little faster than he did.
Yeah, really nice son of Munning Scaramouche. We are excited to welcome him back to Parks. We'll see what's next for him. And let's head to California at Del Mar. It's the $100,000 Desi Arnaz for our 2-year-old fillies. 7 furlongs, and the number 1 is Justique. That's our favorite for trainer John Sheriff.
Yeah, Justique was so dazzling in her maiden win, Danny, when she came from absolutely nowhere, ran by the field. Then 2 turns in the Chandelier, not as good, kind of flattened out. So the question was it 2 turns? Was it just she came back, wasn't as good as the first start? Everybody's interested to see what this daughter of Justify will do here.
Less Touch is our second choice for trainer Tim Yatin, a trainer that we got to hear the name more mainstream when he took over for Bob Baffert in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have a lot of luck down there with the Baffert horses, but yeah, Tim all of a sudden he said, wait a second, I'm at the Kentucky Derby.
Well, this is a race I always enjoy watching. Here's the call of the Desi Arnaz.
Justique is far behind early on here. She's given them a 12-length head start. Up the backstretch, 22:04 for the opening quarter mile. Parody the leader. Naughty Lottie a length and a half behind. Running in second. Hunting Coco comes up the rail third. Blessed Touch is fourth on the outside. Smoke 'em for You is right alongside of Daddy Classy Dill. And Justique is still last, and now she's got 10 lengths to make up and is beginning to pick up her stride. And Justique is catching up quickly now. She's going up on the outside of horses, picking them off one by one on the far turn. Meanwhile, it's Parody in front. Blessed Touch on the outside. Between those two, Naughty Lottie. In behind them, Hunting Coco. Justique is up to fifth. She's had a wide trip throughout. She continues to gain as they come to the top of the stretch. Blessed Touch, Justique on the outside now goes on by. She was far behind on the backstretch. She's going to be far in front at the wire. Justique.
Justique made that huge move. I mean, she was way in the back, but her and Victor Espinoza came with that big run. You know, it reminded me of Zenyatta in her earlier days. It did.
So the question, Danny, is she just a one-turn sprinter, can make that big move? Can she do it around 2 turns? My guess is we won't know that for sure until next year. I doubt they're going to run this filly at Del Mar, or excuse me, at Los Alamitos in the Starlet, but we'll see. Only an 81 buyer, but the 2-year-old fillies are really slow. So maybe she grows up and she gets into it. Right now, I would say this about Justique. If she was in a 2-turn race, like in the next 6 weeks, I'd be lining up to bet against her because she's going to get bet every time because of that move. The question is, was it just the caliber of competition, or is she as good as she looked?
Yeah, and John Sheriffs is so good at developing these young girls.
He is.
And he takes his time, so I'd like to think that he's bringing her along slowly, and I'm really excited to see what she does next.
He's talking Kentucky Oaks. That's the goal, so we'll see.
Well, that would be exciting to see. I'll have my pink ready to go. Let's go to Churchill Downs, the home of the Kentucky Oaks. It's the Grade 3 Chaluki Stakes for fillies and mares. This is a 1-turn mile. We were just talking about that. $300,000, and Coach is our favorite.
Yeah, Brad Cox, a favorite at Churchill Downs. What? How can that happen? She's going for her 6th lifetime win out of only 13 starts.
Mariah's Princess takes second choice.
Yeah, Mariah's Princess looked like a major coming star, and the last race at Keeneland wasn't nearly as good as she'd done before, but her best races are good enough.
Here's the call of the Chaluki.
Ice Orchid, Empire House, and She Can Sing. The 3 of them to Bandy for the lead. And to their outside, it's Liberty MD coming on as well. Ice Orchid backs off to be 4th. Mariah's Princess now 5th. And Coach, who broke from the inside, has been moved to the far outside and is trailing 4 lengths off the lead. Down the backstretch run, the opening quarter in 22-4. In between, it's She Can Sing. At the rail, Empire House. Liberty MD keeping pace with them. The 3 of them across the track. They're halfway home in 45-2. Ice Orchid continues to travel well, 4th and toward the rail. Mariah's Princess racing 5th. Now it's 2 lengths back to Coach. And Coach is getting a reminder at the back of the pack with 6 lengths to make up and 3 furlongs to go. The leader is She Can Sing as they head for the quarter pole. Empire House trying to keep up. Liberty MD is there. Ice Orchid comes on through strongly toward the inside as they come off the turn. Mariah's Princess is wide and Coach is still 5th. They're off the turn. She Can Sing set down for the drive. Spurts away by 2. She Can Sing 1 furlong to go. Ice Orchid trying to get on track. And then it's Liberty MD. Coach is 4th, 16th to go. And She Can Sing is first. She Can't Sing rambles home to win it by 3.
She Can't Sing gets the win. I had to do that.
Can you sing?
In the shower and the car.
All right, but no, you're not going to be a professional singer.
I'm not going to be on the Voice or anything like that.
Yeah, but She Can't Sing was good here for Chris Plott. And Brian Hernandez just, got out there and they couldn't get near her, and she was gone.
She opened up 3 lengths, a nice win there before. And Brian Hernandez Jr., I really got to see his riding when I was out in Kentucky. He's a good rider.
Yeah, he's very good. I think people still underrate him, but yeah, if you've watched him ride, like you said, you know he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to head to another break. When we come back, our jockey and trainer of the week and race recap all coming up on the other side of this break.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, And to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Our jockey and trainer of the week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program, retiring horses here, and we're at 3672 right now, so a really good number. We're proud of that.
Program.
Jockey of the week, congratulations. Andy Hernandez had a double win day on Monday, and he smoothly made the transition from an apprentice rider to a journeyman.
Not surprised. I mean, you could see from the get-go how good Andy was, and of course he won the Turf Monster with, that's right.
He absolutely did. And congratulations to our trainer of the week, Tyler Service. You know, it's just so incredible to watch him with his team, and they're so inspiring. They really work together. And I did a quick thing with Tyler the other day when he won, and he said, teamwork makes the dream work.
It's a great line, and look, we've known Tyler since he was a kid. We met him during the Smarty Jones era. He was ready to be a trainer then as a kid. You knew he knew his horses, and obviously as he's gotten older, he's really doing well.
Yeah, it's absolutely inspiring to watch him and his team. Well, let's get to some race recap. Back out at Del Mar, it was the Grade 3 Bob Hope. This is for 2-year-olds, 7 furlongs, $100,000. Of course, Baffert is loaded in this race. What's going on with the one here? Hard to figure.
Yeah, hard to figure. Baffert, a good Baffert, but the real good Baffert is the 2. Have meltdown, just rolls by this field, gets an 89 buyer. Baffert winning a stakes race in California. This is Baffert running 1-2 in California.
Yeah, hard to figure was a little hard to handle for Flavian Pratt in that 5-pass.
Indeed, that wasn't. I'm sure that was not what they had in mind. But Baffert does win. He runs 1-2.
Yeah, nice win by having a meltdown. And we're going to head to Aqueduct on the grass. It's a mile and 16th in the Gio Ponte for 3-year-olds. $135,000. Always fun to see grass races this time, but the number 1 was very impressive to me.
Indeed. Roger Atfield, a legendary Canadian trainer down here with Churchtown. The one, as Danny said, got out there. Never really looked back. It started to get a little tight at the end, but all the way, and as Danny said, it's toward the end of the grass racing season, but it's fun to see them still running on the turf in New York in late November.
And I want to let everybody in on something. Churchtown is by Air Force Blue. We saw a really nice 2-year-old winner here.
We did.
Win here for trainer Michelle Castillo. Keep an eye on that sire.
Cool.
I like that. Well, we're going to stay at Aqueduct. This is the Forever Together Stakes, also on the turf for fillies and mares. A mile and 16th, $135,000 is the purse. And Mrs. Drakis and Dylan Davis.
Yeah, Dylan Davis for Neil Drysdale. You don't see him often in New York, Danny. It was interesting, and the horse has actually been training at Belmont Park, but he obviously had something in mind. First win in New York this year. He, of course, 30 years ago was the trainer of AP Indy, the horse of the year that year. Neil's had some really good ones through the years, but missed, however we're saying,
Tracaris, I believe, yeah.
Loose and long gone for Dylan Davis.
I like that. Malibu Moon, game winner, taking the lead, repelling foes. Nice ride for jockey Dylan Davis. And it's time for Ion Racing. We get to see some cool 2-year-olds run here on Tuesday. It's the Future Stars Division. We have a race for the boys and the fillies, and of course, the nursery stakes for our Pennsylvania breds.
Yeah, and the nursery stakes, among others, we're going to see Keith Sends Hello, aren't we, Danny? I believe, named after our buddy Keith Jones, has been in the money in all of his starts, broke maiden out at Penn National, but this is going to be a tough race. There's going to be a lot of very talented horses in this race.
The nursery stakes, I think, really sets up for Keith Sends Hello. Like you said, he's been in the money. I got to write a story from the Pennsylvania Breeders that you helped me edit.
I did.
And I think the 7/8 is going to suit him well.
And Gordian Knot, I think, will be in there for Lupe, probably be the favorite, unless there's somebody coming in that I don't know about, but it should be a really good race.
Now, do you think the nursery will come up tougher than the Open?
Good question. We'll see. It might. given how many good PA breds are roaming around these days. But yeah, it'll be fun to see the 2-year-olds on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Our great Pennsylvania bred program here. And also, guys, post time starting Monday is 11:55. We are chasing daylight.
Yes, we are.
It's getting darker earlier. And, some fun races to watch out at Churchill Downs. Of course, we had some Parks horses out there we'll talk about later.
Indeed.
And always fun to cheer on our Parks horses as well. Dick and I are going to try to make you some money.
Yes, we are.
For real this
Stay
time.
tuned.
Coming up after the break. Coming up.
Here in Pennsylvania, we're proud of our breeding program, the best in North America. But we're also proud to be leaders in this industry. The PA Horse Breeders Association is funding cutting-edge research at Penn Vet to detect gene doping in thoroughbreds. And we endorsed the SAFE Act to help end the slaughter of American horses. Plus, we're pleased to support the aftercare programs set up by our horsemen's groups. Just a few of the reasons why you should join us in Pennsylvania, the premier place to breed and race.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs. And billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing, our news and notes section. And we just want to remind our PTHA horsemen that this is an election year.
Yep.
You'll be receiving your ballots in the mail if you are a membership. That's an owner or trainer. You're registered here at Parks Racing. Keep an eye out if you have any questions about your ballot or you didn't get it. Contact our PTHA office or Jeff Matty, our executive director.
There you go.
Very important, and we look forward to it. And also, it's Giving Tuesday. Don't forget, Turning for Home, your very proud racehorse retirement program. We do rely on donations. We're self-sustainable. Our horses greatly appreciate it, and you can donate here.
And I would advise you to donate, and maybe we can help you donate by giving out a winner in the 9th race on Monday.
All right, so we have a thing with the 9th race. It just comes up a fun race to handicap. This is a nice one too, a $52,000 purse. It's for registered PA bred fillies and mares, 6.5 furlongs. That's that tricky distance I like to talk about. And what are your thoughts here?
I'm liking Darling Donna, who has claimed, really smart claim for $32,000 out in California, the PA bred. Who would have been that sharp to do that? M3 Racing Stable. That would be our fearless leader, Jeff Madden, his brother and his dad. So I think it's a cool claim. The numbers are really there for Darling Donna. She comes off a win and a 2-life, $32,000 at Santa Anita, and I think fits really nicely here with the PA breds. Probably be the favorite, but I'm liking Darling Donna in this race.
Well, you gotta like the name, and unfortunately, Dick and I can't select the same horse for this purpose.
Only Flightline can we do that.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for Darling Donna, but I will go with Xena Town for Freddie Velasquez. Hope you're healing at home, buddy. We love you. And Jose Gomez gets the mount. Uncle Lino, a really nice sire here for the sprint horses. I'm liking the numbers. I'm liking the closing factor at that 6.5 furlongs.
Okay.
We'll see what kind of odds we get.
We will indeed, and let's see if I can get a winner here. Darling Donna, can you please win the race?
Pick Dick's heads up, please. Well, come join us at racing. We're here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And of course, post time is now 11:55. So make sure you get out here. Check out our 2-year-old stakes races this week. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining Dick and I this week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.